Imagine a civilization, not just any civilization, but one that spanned over a millennium, leaving its indelible mark on the world. Can you guess which one we're talking about? Yes, you're right. It's the Roman Empire. This is a tale that begins around 750 years before the Common Era, with a small city-state in the Italian peninsula, a city-state that would one day grow to become the mighty Roman Empire. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Rome was not built in a day, and neither was its empire. In fact, the city of Rome started as a humble settlement founded according to legend by its first king, Romulus. It was a monarchy for the first 244 years of its existence, ruled by 7 kings. But the Roman people grew tired of living under the yoke of kings, and so in 509 before the Common Era, they decided to overthrow the monarchy and establish a republic. The Roman Republic was a time of great transformation. It was during this period that Rome expanded beyond the city and began to control other areas of the Italian peninsula. The Republic was ruled by 2 consuls elected by the citizens of Rome. It was a radical idea at the time, power in the hands of the people. But even as Rome enjoyed the fruits of its republic, it was setting the stage for another transformation. The seeds of an empire were being sown, and with it, a new chapter in the history of Rome was about to begin. From a humble city-state to a powerful republic, Rome was slowly but surely carving out a place for itself in the annals of history. But as we'll see, this was just the beginning. So from a small city to a republic, Rome was setting the stage to become an empire that would rule the world. Now, Rome didn't become an empire overnight. It took great leaders, strategic military tactics, and a bit of luck. Imagine a fledgling city-state on the cusp of greatness, teetering on the edge of an uncertain future. The seeds of the Roman Empire were sown by none other than Julius Caesar, a man known as much for his military genius as his political acumen. His rise to power marked a significant shift in Rome's trajectory, ushering in an era of expansion and unprecedented growth. Julius Caesar, a seasoned general, was instrumental in the expansion of Rome's borders. His military strategies, including the famous Caesarean maneuver, were instrumental in securing victories in Gaul and other territories. His relentless pursuit of power and victory laid the groundwork for Rome's transformation from a republic to an empire. But the story doesn't end with Caesar. Oh no, it was his adopted son, Augustus, who truly catapulted Rome into its golden age. Considered the first Roman emperor, Augustus took the reins from his adoptive father and steered Rome into an era of peace and prosperity known as Pax Romana. Under Augustus's rule, Rome flourished. He implemented political reforms, bolstered the military, and championed the arts and culture. Rome's infrastructure grew, with grand structures like the Colosseum and the Pantheon dotting the city's landscape. Literature and philosophy thrived, with luminaries like Virgil and Ovid leaving their indelible mark on history. This was also an age of strategic diplomacy. Augustus skillfully navigated the complex web of alliances and rivalries, ensuring Rome's dominance in the Mediterranean. His reign was marked by a balance of military might and diplomatic finesse, a combination that propelled Rome to its zenith. The Golden Age of Rome was not just about territorial expansion or military victories. It was a time of cultural and political evolution. It was an era that saw the birth of ideas, institutions, and infrastructures that would shape the course of Western civilization. And thus, Rome, under the rule of wise and ambitious leaders, entered its Golden Age, its influence spreading far and wide. However, Rome wasn't always about victories and expansion. It faced its fair share of challenges too. The empire that spanned across continents was not without its internal conflicts. Political corruption was a severe issue within the Roman Empire. It was a festering wound that crippled the administration from within. The wealthy patricians often manipulated the political machinery for their personal gain, leading to widespread dissatisfaction among the common people. The empire's governance was often marred by nepotism and bribery, causing a steady decline in public trust. Then there was the leadership crisis. The Roman Empire saw a rapid succession of rulers, many of whom were ill-suited for the throne. This constant change in leadership destabilized the empire, leading to power struggles and civil wars. The Praetorian Guard, initially established to protect the emperor, became kingmakers themselves, often assassinating emperors who didn't meet their approval. Societal issues were another hurdle. The divide between the rich and the poor was vast. While the wealthy indulged in extravagant lifestyles, the poor struggled for basic necessities. This economic disparity led to unrest and disillusionment among the masses, weakening the empire's social fabric. But Rome's challenges were not just internal. From the north came the barbarian invasions, a relentless wave of warriors who sought to claim a piece of the empire's wealth. The Visigoths, the Ostrogoths, the Vandals, they all posed a significant threat to Rome's boundaries. The Roman legions, once invincible, found it increasingly difficult to repel these invaders. The empire that had once expanded with ease was now struggling to protect its frontiers. These internal and external threats created a volatile mix that destabilized the empire. Rome, once the beacon of civilization, was now grappling with its own survival. The cracks were beginning to show in the mighty edifice of the Roman Empire, a testament to the fact that no empire, however grand, is immune to the trials of time and the tide of change. Despite its greatness, Rome was not invincible. These challenges were beginning to show the cracks in the mighty Roman Empire. As the saying goes, what goes up must come down, and this was true for the Roman Empire as well. In the 3rd century, the Roman Empire began its gradual descent into oblivion. The seeds of its downfall were sown internally, with a series of ill-fated decisions leading to a weakened state. One such decision was the division of the empire into eastern and western halves in the 4th century. This division, intended to streamline governance, instead led to the dilution of the empire's power and unity. The Western Roman Empire, with its capital at Rome, was particularly vulnerable. It faced relentless pressure from external threats, the most significant of which was the Visigoths, a Germanic tribe. In a historic turn of events, these barbarians at the gate became the conquerors of Rome. In the dead of summer, in the year 410, the Visigoths, led by King Alaric, sacked Rome. This event sent shockwaves throughout the empire and was a clear signal that the end was nigh. While the sack of Rome was a significant blow, it was not the terminal point. The Western Roman Empire limped on for another 6 decades, a shadow of its former self, until its final collapse in the year 476. The last Roman emperor, a boy named Romulus Augustus, was overthrown by a Germanic chieftain named Odoacer. This marked the official end of the Western Roman Empire. However, the story of the Roman Empire does not end there. The Eastern Roman Empire, with its capital at Constantinople, survived for another 1,000 years as the Byzantine Empire. It preserved much of the Roman culture, law, and governance, and served as a bridge between the ancient and medieval worlds. And so the empire that had once ruled the world succumbed to its own greatness and fell. But even in its fall, Rome left an indelible mark on the world, a legacy that continues to shape our world to this day. But the Roman Empire didn't just disappear into oblivion, it left behind a legacy that continues to shape our world today. Let's dive into the vast influence of Rome, starting with governance. The Roman Republic's system of representative government inspired numerous modern democracies. Their legal code, the 12 Tables, served as a precursor for contemporary legal systems, establishing the principle that all citizens, regardless of status, are subject to the law. Moving on to architecture, the Romans were master builders. Their ingenious use of the arch, vault, and dome revolutionized construction. The Colosseum, the Pantheon, aqueducts, and roads all stand testament to their architectural prowess. Even today, our urban landscapes echo with the aesthetic and functional designs of Rome. Shifting gears to philosophy, the Romans were not just warriors and administrators, they were thinkers. Stoicism, a school of philosophy that Rome adopted and adapted from the Greeks, has seen a resurgence in modern times. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and to accept what we cannot, a lesson that's increasingly relevant in our fast-paced, unpredictable world. The Roman Empire also played a crucial role in spreading Western civilization. Through conquests and trade, they disseminated their culture, language, and technology across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Latin, the language of Rome, evolved into the Romance languages we know today: Italian, Spanish, French, Portuguese, and Romanian. Moreover, the Roman alphabet is the most widely used writing system in the world. In many ways, the Roman Empire has influenced the course of history. Its rise and fall, its triumphs and challenges have shaped societies, nations, and cultures. It serves as a timeless reminder of the cyclical nature of civilizations. They rise, they peak, they decline, and they fall, yet they leave behind legacies that endure. Thus, the Roman Empire, with its triumphs and challenges, teaches us valuable lessons about leadership, resilience, and the rise and fall of civilizations.